Good luck to Aston Villa, who travel to bottom of the league Queen's Park Rangers tonight. Villa have yet to get a single point or score a goal in their last 4 matches. Elsewhere this weekend, Wolves were joint top of the Championship with a win at Leeds. But as we heard earlier, Birmingham City continues to be the big talking point. They made history at the weekend, but not for the right reasons. They were thumped 8-0 by Bournemouth at St Andrews, which is their biggest home defeat in 139 years. Losing at home has become a familiar sight for Birmingham City fans, but by 8 goals, well, that's now in the history books. Bournemouth began the humiliation after 3 minutes before Birmingham's David Edgar saw red 4 minutes later. A poor clearance from keeper Darren Randolph gifted the visitors their second before they added a third before half-time. And further embarrassment was on the cards for the Blues when they missed a penalty. Bournemouth's goal fest continued in the second half. Mark Pugh got a hat-trick on top of 2 other goals, one being from the spot, and Birmingham have a mountain to climb. At the other end of the Championship, Wolves have gone joint top on goal difference after coming from behind at Leeds. James Henry reacted coolly when the ball dropped nicely at his feet to smash in the equaliser. And 5 minutes from time, Leon Clark recorded Wolves' 7th win of the season to take the 3 points. And by the looks of things, the Leeds fans had had enough. Derby's Johnny Russell provided the fans with cheers without scoring after having an early collision with the Wigan manager. Back on the field of play, a handball in the box by Derby granted Wigan a penalty, but keeper Jack Butland won the challenge. Derby took the lead just before the break from a well-placed free kick. However, Wigan fought back, James McLean getting on the score sheet twice, leaving the Rams empty-handed for the first time since August. 2 goals before the half-hour mark meant Peterborough were sitting comfortably at the Ricoh Arena and Coventry were looking like they were heading for a 4th straight defeat. But whatever Stephen Pressley said to his men at half-time worked wonders. The Sky Blues pulled one back shortly after the restart through Ryan Haynes before James O'Brien equalised to give Coventry hope of a comeback. And the goal that snatched the victory was one of style. Frank Nouble carrying the ball from his half, muscling off Peterborough's midfield and defence before getting the winner. Walsall will be proud of their first 3 points in almost a month. Tom Bradshaw finished off some neat passing through Chesterfield's defence, which leaves the Saddlers 19th in League One. Leyton Orient had a man sent off after half an hour, giving Port Vale an advantage for the remaining 2/3 of the game. Vale eventually got going in the second half and scored twice in 3 minutes before an own goal from the away side wrapped up the 3 points. In League 2, Shrewsbury Town will be hoping they don't start how they did against Portsmouth when they host Chelsea in the Capital One Cup tomorrow night. 3 minutes in, they were a goal down after giving away a penalty. But what they will be hoping for is goals, and they got 2 of them, the second pretty spectacular, whether Connor Goldson meant it or not. Next up, it's Mourinho's men. Burton Albion will no doubt be upset with their result. An own goal from Ian Sharp 6 minutes from the final whistle granted Stevenage the 3 points. Cheltenham conceded 3 as they travelled to Plymouth. Ruben Reid's opener was the best of the home side's goals. Rugby and Gloucester have gone top of the Pool 5 table in the European Rugby Challenge Cup after victory over French side Oyonnax. Matt Kvesic got Gloucester's only try of the game, which helped them on their way to the win. The game ended 25-15 to Gloucester. Meanwhile, Leicester Tigers lost 15-3 to Scarlets in the same competition. They now sit 3rd in the Pool 3 table. Well, that's all your sport for this Monday evening. On tomorrow night's programme, we'll have all the build-up to Shrewsbury Town's big match against Chelsea. That's going to be a great night for the fans. And, of course, tomorrow, Gary Rowett is being unveiled as the new Birmingham City manager. We'll be there and we'll bring you the thoughts and his ambitions for the club.
I hope he is very ambitious.
I'm sure he will be. He's got a big challenge, but, you know, best of luck to him.
Yeah. Hopefully better times ahead.
Hopefully.
James, thank you very much.
Producers of ITV's Britain's Got Talent are in Birmingham this week looking for a new set of talented faces to appear on the show next year.
Yes, the auditions are taking place at the International Convention Centre. The very first auditionees were seen by producers yesterday, and those that get through this stage will be back in front of the judges next year.
Britain's Got Talent's open to everyone, so singers, dancers, musicians, anyone can turn up, 10 till 6.
I'm going to sing.
Which song?
Part of Your World in The Little Mermaid.
She's really good, really good.
And where?
I am quite confident today with her.
And what piece are you going to play tonight?
Puppy Love. But if they say Conjuring, I might do Love Me Tender.
Hopefuls.
Very young.
They are indeed, aren't they?
Hopefully talented.
Yeah. Right, let's have the weather now. Here's Alex Beresford.
Hello, good evening. We started off the week on a pretty fine and warm note. There's more fine weather to come tomorrow, but from Wednesday onwards it will start to turn cloudier as we see an area of cloud pushing down from the north, and with it we will see patchy light rain developing as well. That band of rain is quite heavy and persistent out towards the northwest of Britain at the moment, but as it comes further south and east it will turn lighter as it breaks up, but there'll certainly be a good deal of cloud cover as we push on to Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So do make the most of the finer weather that we've got around at the moment. This evening we keep the overnight clear breaks quite lengthy in places. Despite this, temperatures actually staying up in double figures, so hovering between 11 and 12 degrees Celsius. Then for tomorrow we start off on a bright note, variable amounts of cloud cover, some nice sunny spells pushing through as well. Temperatures responding nicely to that autumnal sunshine, and we should reach highs of 17, maybe 18 degrees at a push tomorrow afternoon. But towards the end of the day we will start to see that cloud cover seeping its way down, and that will be a sign of things to come for Wednesday when we get those outbreaks of rain developing, as I say, quite light and patchy, nothing really to worry about. Thursday it turns more showery, some bright or sunny spells in between. As for Friday, dry but certainly quite gloomy with plenty of cloud cover. Temperatures not bad though, highs of 17.
Just time for a quick look at tonight's top stories on ITV News Central. The man in charge of HS2 says Stoke-on-Trent will not be on the route of Phase 2. Local politicians and business leaders hoped the city would get a station which would boost the economy.
Gary Rowett has been named as Birmingham City's new manager. He'll be unveiled at a news conference tomorrow. Fans hope he will lift the club after their record 8-0 defeat at home on Saturday.
And there's more news for the Midlands on our website, including a fact file on Birmingham City's new manager that we're talking about. And we'd like to say congratulations to colleagues at ITV's Viewers Services who are based at our offices in Birmingham. For the 4th year running, they won the Best in Media and Telecoms Award at the Top 50 Companies for Customer Service Awards. I must give them a ring sometime.
They're very proud, and well done, ladies and gents of our customer services team. That's all we've got time for tonight. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The Prime Minister brushes off a major security breach. Others don't. A man barged him and for seconds he was without close protection. In the current climate, that has prompted calls for action.
There was a breach today. I think there should be an immediate but swift internal Metropolitan Police inquiry.
Also tonight, the family of a Portsmouth IS sympathiser killed in Syria tell ITV News how they tried to save his life.
Dramatic videos released of the efforts to save the lives of surfers in Cornwall. As it emerges, one of the 3 victims was a doctor.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
And the centenary of the birth of Dylan Thomas, the voice of Wales and one of the finest poets in the English language.
This is ITV News at 6:30 with Alistair Stewart and Ranveer Singh.
Good evening. The Metropolitan Police responsible for close protection tonight launched an inquiry into how the Prime Minister was exposed to danger on the streets of Leeds this afternoon. A man ran into Mr Cameron and his entire security team grabbed him, leaving the Prime Minister on his own in the open for several seconds.
It happened as the Prime Minister was leaving Leeds Civic Hall. He was unhurt and the man, Dean Farley, was released. But as our political correspondent Libby Vina reports, MPs are calling it a clear breach of security.